Well, got home last night and I found out what today's project is. That is not good. Finally broke. So, gotta fix her. So what you need is the Harbor Freight angle grinder. The disc here is their standard disc, 4.5 inch, 1/16 thickness, and here's a tool to put her on. Now you're gonna need some type of light. You're gonna need a hammer, you're gonna need a punch, and you're gonna need a center punch. Now, as you see, I already got one done. And you're gonna need a good chisel to scrape off, all the loose ends. And then we're gonna, paint her up a little bit, and some boards, because you can use the jack stands all day, but in order to get this job right, you gotta take off the tire. So you need a height, and you gotta pull the leaf spring down, the relaxer, put the new one on, and then put the leaf spring back up and screw her in place. So let's get on it. Now, if you guys can't see, I apologize, but this is the best view I can do. So here we go. Now remember, safety. Whenever you're on the vehicle, make sure you got plenty of jacks everywhere. And, hopefully you have a conscientious neighbor that's aware. But I took the handle off because it was getting in the way of the wheel well. Now when you press this down, you can press it so the button goes, or you push it all the way up and it clicks. And when it clicks, it's always on. So remember that when you set it down, make sure it turns off. One more thing. You need a good pair of gloves, because it's going to be sparking. You can get an old jacket on as well, or flannel sleeve shirt, something like that. That's up to you. Oh, lost you. All right, back at it. Got you in a different position. All right. As you can see, that thing does pretty good quick work. I mean, it's got 12,000 RPMs. And for the price I paid, I tell you what, can't beat it. But let me get this done, and then I'll bring you guys back when I'm doing the assembly. Now I have to readjust the guard. That's what this Allen key is for. They don't supply you with one. It's a 5/32. Now when you do this, make sure it's off. You know, guys or gals, you don't want to, you know, chop your arm off with this thing. So you put it right there, you loosen it up, and then the spark guard wherever you want it to. That way, you know, you got more of an angle. There we go. All that is a nut, and that nut is locked in there because of that little tab right there. So it keeps it so that nut can't back itself out, and it also makes it so that when you go to tighten it, that nut's not going to spin. You gotta go around and look for a right wrench. It'll just lock her in place, and there you go. Now you can back this all the way out, because there's people that, and I do not recommend this at all, that take off the guards here and then that's it. They just let sparks fly. But that's how accidents happen, so don't do that. That's just my advice. So let me show you guys something. I got the flashlight on here. All right. Right there. See how it puts a silhouette on the outside of the rivet that I'm grinding off. Then you take your center punch, that way you'll know exactly where you are, because you don't want to be grinding, you know, wasting your grinding wheel and wasting your time too, going at a spot that doesn't even have it because you can't make it out. So that's my little tip for you guys if you ever come across doing this type of job. Alright, let me get back at it. One other thing, guys, when you're doing this type of work, make sure you got water available, garden hose out, or fire extinguisher handy. These sparks, they go everywhere, so periodically you want to stop, you know, smell the air, make sure nothing's on fire. Last thing you want to do is, you know, burn down your vehicle or burn down your house or your garage for that matter, because you weren't checking sparks checks. And also when you buy gasoline, you know, you want to douse her a little bit with some water, and you know, make sure everything's good there, and try to keep the sparks at a minimize by the gasoline if you can. If you got yourself a welding blanket, put it over it if you can. If you can just get around the area that you're working, that helps too. I mean, anything to make your life easy, safe, and fun while you do projects like this. Right. Let's get back at it. Alright, there we go, guys. Yep, she's junk. Ooh. Almost rotted in half, too. Next, grind that off there. I was cleaning that up. I want to clean this all up before I paint on her. And grind that. And that'll be it. Alright, let's get back at it. By the way, just to let you know, this is the delicate part, because you don't want to damage your frame. So just make sure you take her easy and you get around there nice and slow. Try not to get out of the area because you don't want to cut your frame. This thing will go through your frame like butter, especially with something that this, you know, it's Ohio seasoned, you know. So, you know, you want to take care of her. Alright, back at it. Alright guys, I'm going to shut her down for tonight because everybody's making so much noise and bugging me about, hey, come take a look at my lawnmower and stuff. So I'm going to do this tomorrow, so you guys get the idea anyway. I mean, this thing, for the price I paid for it, it's worth every penny. I'll show you what the other side looks like though. That is it. So, you guys, do me a favor, would you? Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell if you would, please. Later.